Okay, this video is going to be a revision of this pattern piece that I created for the fitted bodice sundress. And the armholes were too big, and it was actually a little too small for the dress size I wanted it to be. But I'm going to use this piece to revise this pattern. I'm just using the piece I created for the first one, and we don't need to really make any changes up here. It's down in here that we need to make changes, so I'm just tracing all of this, and I want to come down just maybe 1.5 inches, a couple of inches where the curve will start instead of way down here. And I'm going to add about 1 inch to the side. And this, for my granddaughter, is about her size. She's a little taller than average, but she's pretty slender. So I'm going from this to this, and I'm going to go ahead and make my markings. And what you would do is you will cut 2 on the fold, and you'll cut, I said 4 in the first video, but I hope you guys know I meant 4, because I did cut 4. And I'm going to cut 4 no fold. Okay. Okay, so again, we've gone from this to this. This, I believe, is going to be a much better fit. I'm going to do a tutorial, just a quick one in this video, to show you a different way to do the straps too. It kind of avoids that having to rip it open with the seam ripper and do all that. I'm only going to show the bodice though. It's only going to be the tutorial for the bodice. If you want to see how to connect the skirt and all that, you can go back to the other video, and I'll link that one to this one. Okay, I've already gone ahead and sewn my straps, and I want to show you the difference. I've sewn one end closed and turned them. The next thing that I need to do is connect these bodice pieces. And I'm going to connect I think I got that turned wrong. Yeah. It's a little confusing when it's cut like that. Just make sure your pieces are lined up, the right pieces with the right piece. What I'm going to do, and I forgot to put a seam allowance, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem with this one. But I can remedy that too, I think. So what you would want to do is, when you cut these two that were not on the fold, you want to leave a little space so that there's, you know, it's overlapped to put a snap on. I didn't do that, but I can work that out. Now I'm going to go to the machine, and I'm going to sew down the armholes down the sides of each set. Okay, we've got our 2 bodice pieces sewn together. Now I just want to turn these wrong side out, and I want to sew down, press down the seams. Okay, I'm going to put one piece of the bodice aside, and I'm going to take the other piece. This time I'm going to connect the straps to the back sides, because what I want to do is create a snap in the front and put a snap piece on the strap, and then you can just snap them. Snap, snap. So, yeah, you have to put it on the inside closest to the armhole. Now I'm going to go over to the machine and tack these pieces on, and I'll be back to show you what to do next. Okay, we've got our straps fitted to the back piece of the bodice. Now we want to connect the lining of the bodice, just like we did with the when I did the sundress tutorial. I'm just going to line everything up and pin it, and then I'm going to sew all the way around the top, leaving the bottom open for turning. Okay, I've got the bodice pieces sewn together and I've left the bottom open. And the next thing I need to do, is I need to tell you that you need to leave a little bit. Don't sew all the way down, because the way you're going to turn and sew the skirt that you connect to this. So make sure you leave a little bit of that open. So the next thing I'm doing is clipping the corners, not clipping the stitches though. You just want to clip the corners so that they fold out nice and neat. Then I want to clip around the rounded edges, just at the stitch, the seam, but not on it, because then you cut it open and you have to sew it again. Now we want to turn this right side out, straighten up our corners there. Okay, we want to lay all this flat and give it a good pressing. If you can see this, if I spread it out, you're not going to see it all, but this is the bodice and this is the back with the straps on it. Now we want to go ahead and sew snaps on the front and on the straps, and then cover them with a pretty little button. Okay, so I wanted to finish this video quickly, so I haven't exactly finished this, but I did put the snaps on the front, and I covered the top part with a button so you couldn't see where I sewed the snap on. So I'll show you. Okay. And then what I did on the back was I made a little bow, because I forgot that seam allowance. So I thought a cute little bow with snaps on it and a snaps on here, so you can just snap it together, would be really cute. It actually worked better than if I just plain old done it the other way. I kind of like this. But you see how much room you got there, so you got to take that into account when you sew the bow on, and make sure that it's in the right place, for that the snaps are right and all that. But there you go, that's how you make a fitted bodice. Like I said, I've already done one with the dress and everything. It's just the armholes didn't come out right. I'm going to finish this up, make a dress into it, and then I will show it to you later. So that's it. Peace, y'all. Bye bye.